We need to order. First item. And, cheat sheet. We'll approve the minutes in the work session.
Yeah, you got all those minutes.
Yeah.
And then the claims, Faith isn't here, so it's $32,588.30. Which we got 2 invoices that she wants to add to it for the 133 from Ryan Fire Protection. And then Frost Brown Gibbons is 1626 for the last month, but a large portion of that is ARPA. So,
So I'll be doing, what were those numbers?
133 and 1626.
133 flat,
Yeah,
that was Ryan Fire Protection.
yeah, and then 1626 flat for Ryan, or for Frost Brown Todd Gibbons.
It's a tricky new name.
I know, I was okay with Frost Brown Todd, but when you had the
That
other,
little monkey, the Gibbons monkey, that's what I think of.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Huh?
From Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
that's a Gibbon, a little monkey.
Yeah.
Got a monkey there.
then Faith, because I'm Faith tonight since she's in classes. So pre-budget date, her budget workshop, her pre-budget workshop meeting is the 15th, and she was wanting to see if everybody can meet towards the end of the month to go over pre-budget. And when we could do that, when you guys would be available.
So now an invite, I'm available.
Maybe a,
Calendar, see.
okay. Fine.
One clarifying thing, the Borden Fire Department, isn't that the second quarter payment? She's got it
I
listed
haven't
as the
looked at
first
it, but I'm
quarter.
sure it was probably the second.
So we need to correct that typo for sure. Cause I'm assuming it's our second payment, so.
Yeah, I would assume so. I'll put that down.
Make things, edit for clarity.
See, we have a couple visitors. Just signed up anyway.
Yeah, so we got 2 about rain, the flooding, we've got Rick doing the easement thing.
Yeah.
What is Reedy coming for?
Rainy, because there's that storm drain that's over, that goes, it's right at the end of the drive going out towards the museum, right near
End of
the,
drive.
the
coming from
drive.
Park.
yes. On that side, not the storm drain issues that they're having on this
Right,
side of the school,
right,
but
right.
that side,
Right.
yeah. So she wants to talk to you guys about it, so. And then Rick's got that other thing.
And I watched those videos that Miss Godfrey sent. The drain was open, taking as fast as it could. I mean, she gave a good, did you see the video? I mean, it's doing all it can. I mean,
Well, it's like I talked to David Reckman the other day, and he's on the drainage board, and he said they've gotten
1.5
calls and
inches
calls.
per hour is what
Yeah.
it's designed for.
Yeah, they're designed for that,
4 or 5 inches of rain an hour, it's gonna take a little bit.
yeah.
you know, it's,
What killed us up here, that last one, is that pipes got stopped up.
which pipe?
There's our bridge,
Fire department,
fire
Oh,
department.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it was full of gravel and brush and limbs, and so the water just come out around it and went down the street. What can we do about it?
Nothing.
Now it's cleaned out and we're ready for the next one.
I went down, sit for a moment with Chris, so we got the maps out. He found the map from 1982 when the sewers were put in, storm sewers. And,
30 some odd storm sewer drains in the town.
there's a lot of them there. Like I said, that, you know, there's only so much culverts that we're responsible for, and, like you said, there's no design in any town to take more than what we do.
I mean, if you think there is, look at the news around the last couple of months, everybody's having water issues. We don't like it.
We're all in the same boat.
Right.
Everybody lives right here in the valley. I mean, I had houses that had flood water in their basements and in my own. I mean, we're all together. I mean, but I don't wanna turn a blind eye to this. If there's any opportunities for improvement, obviously we'll look at those.
Well, I think probably about the best thing is we can just keep our stuff clean and clear.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I put out that email. I think if we don't have an inspection plan, we should develop one, of an inventory of all of our outfall points, all of our culvert points, all of our drain points. And just, if we do an inspection every 2 to 3 years or something, and then, you know, try to stay ahead of it. That as much as anybody could expect, I would believe.
Is that something JTL can assist with or
No,
another?
that's,
We've got it documented as far as that goes.
and the
Yeah.
ones that our guys are aware of when they're around them, they check them. But there's probably more they could check that would have any bearing on the rain like that, no. But we can say we're doing it anyway, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
In the fall '24, the county helped clear the ditches along Main Street on that end. We had it flowing out of the subdivision. Since then, the school started their development and it silted that end and that stopped it up and backed up that area. That's obvious, that's clear and obvious. And that's some of the people screaming at the subdivision, because we had it fixed. But now, once the school can get some of their erosion issues.
Well, we contacted the school a month ago about it, and we were told, okay, yeah, we'll take care of it, well, nothing happened yet, so. Keep contacting them.
The town can only do so much, is the reality. And again, that changed everything, because you can see it. I mean, you'll have to have it.
Right
transit
there
to
past
shoot
John
it up.
Allen's driveway, there's
Exactly.
probably 3 foot or 4 foot of gravel in that ditch.
And it was clear and clean, and we had a drop all the way from the outfall.
Well, me and Rick shot grade on it with the transit,
Mhm.
all the way down through there, and had it cleaned out and graded perfectly.
Everything was good. It's just gotta be cleaned back up from the school once they get to a certain point. Not to.
I agree. So, I mean, this is what we can do. Rick, we know what he wants. Sewer project update, I guess that's the last thing on the punch list, which is the seating.
Yeah,
slotting we
so-
talked about for later.
So Rudy and Chris and I met, we did the BOT scoring and everything, so I have the scoring here. And, CNR Construction, GM Development's the one that got the score, the high score of 39.333. So we set our public hearing for next Thursday at 10 a.m. on the 23rd, so. Yeah, Jill's not gonna be here tonight since that's all we had on that.
So when we do get to that point on the agenda, I'll recommend that you all make a motion to, or I'd recommend getting that in the meeting minutes about the recommendation. And, there being a motion to enter into a scoping period with CNR Construction and GM Development.
So do you want me to state the recommendation that the committee
I would,
recommends?
yeah,
Okay.
I think we need to
Okay.
get that in the minutes.
Okay.
So,
I can do that.
perfect. So that works out well with the publication, because it has to be published at least 7 days before, so 7 days later, of course, is the public hearing. So,
Right.
Did we
Yeah.
get any other respondents besides GM?
Yeah, we got, CNR Construction, then we got Temple and Temple, we got Pleasant View Development, and then MAC. We had 4. I've never heard of Pleasant View.
Me neither.
There you are.
Here.
And then she had no adjustments.
Board Cemetery, Joey. Nothing out of the ordinary for Joe?
No.
Or,
I
I'm
didn't
sorry,
say my
Chief,
name,
I'm
I'll
sorry,
let her.
Chief.
No, the only, we've started the grant process, so
Yeah.
it's started, so.
The JAG grant hasn't opened up yet, so.
The one we started was the one we got Nash on.
Yeah.
JAG is the other one that is a little better as far as money for the.
Now business, bro?
Old State Bank bids, Pierce is here. We got bids, we got 3 bids, which you will see, Compass, and then we got, English Roofing, and we got Lions Roofing. for the, Old State Bank building. So you'll see those three. And then we only got one bid on the demo.
Compass?
Yes. And I got that one separate here. Those are all, this is just the demo. So we only got one for demo. He did one for roofing and demo. So that's why you have two for demo.
Oh, okay. It says demo all over it. I didn't see anything about roofing on it.
The one I just handed you, at the top it says
Oh,
roofing.
that's the roofing.
Yes,
So this is the demo, okay.
yeah. The ones you already had was the roofing,
Okay,
or, yeah,
got it. So we just got one demo and that's the
yes.
compass.
Yeah, so I don't know if you wanna speak to any of that we talked about today?
Yeah, so, lowest bid for the roof was Lions, $24,986. Seems to be a reasonable price, but the other two, in a decent range, they're a bit lower, but a decent range, and it's one of the companies you guys have asked that we send it out to. So, I think they probably get the job done on that. In terms of the demo, all companies indicated interest. It seems these companies are very busy right now, maybe their busy season. I contacted Taylor Concrete last week and they had said that they were gonna submit a quote, and when nothing came in today, gave them a call again today. And they said they were too busy right now to even look at it really. Compass, they had actually originally submitted today on previous demo work, but was able to get with him and let him know what had changed between the old plans that he had and the new package, and he adjusted his number. I believe he has everything included in there, and I think he could get the job done. Didn't have a whole lot of time to see the new package, but there wasn't a whole lot of difference, to be honest. It was mostly just the removal of the exterior doors, and the roof was no longer included in that interior demo. It's switched out to this one. So he seemed to be on board with everything and all the changes. Was able to turn it around pretty quickly to get us an updated number.
And then he contacted Guy Guernsey too, but Guy never got back with us.
Yep.
So are we trying to do some action on what we've got in front of us today and that's it? Or we waiting, or?
I think that we could get, Guy Guernsey did express interest in doing it.
What was the deadline set for it?
10 a.m. today. Yeah, I don't think two of the three companies really even read it. They were just busy.
We can do it 10, I think we have to play it like it live.
I agree, I like something going on myself.
Facebook would too, seems. It's the Godfreys. Yeah, so we really need to take an action on this. So at this point, we just compass and lines. I mean, that's the lowest, right?
Lowest and only?
Yeah, on the demo. I think that's a very good quote on the demo.
Yeah, so do I.
And I'd recommend doing a separate motion for each one,
Each one, yeah.
so.
I was gonna share these with Rick when he got here too. I made him copies.
And just to make it clear, obviously, we don't know the condition of the roof decking until after they remove the old roof. We will get a unit price from them before they start any work on what any replacement would be per square foot, but this is just assuming the replacement and the installed new roof. So if there is any roof decking that needs to be replaced, there will be additional costs associated with that. But it's unknown until they remove the existing.
Yeah, and it's clarified out, would replace and be additional costs, so we've got that. So I think it's there. Hey, Matt.
Hey.
South Monon Trail, Brent, anything on that?
South Monon Trail, I have not gotten any updates except for, they haven't given me a timeline on when they're gonna repair the trail. All I know is there isn't any funding right now to do that. And I invited, Jeff here tonight, and he wasn't able to because he does soccer games, coaches. And I asked him if he would like to send somebody in his place, and so that's all I have on that. Group insurance, I just leave that on there because we're still looking. Ready 1.0 funding restrooms, we've got some invoices in for our septic. We've been moving forward with the process on that and the permitting and everything. Star Hinge funding, we did not get any from the state on that, but we're still, David and I met the other day, and we're still gonna try and find some more other funding to go along with that. Community room project funding, waiting on Samtech. Samtech should be next month. And then Starlight said that they would work off of what Samtech gives us. And then we got that money pledge from the Friends. Ditch cleaning erosion, we all know that that's going forward, moving. We got all the ditches moving with Temple and everything, cleaning those up. Community crossing grant. I asked Faith today to see how much money we have in funding to be able to apply, so we can see how much we can do.
Well, it may be a good time, in my opinion, now that we've got this from the school, to include that in that community crossings piece. Repair it. At least we get some matching money.
Yeah. So, but you'll see that those two that Larry gave me from the school, that they had priced out because they thought it was their property. So, but I mean, we'd have to get our own quotes. But I mean, I know, you know, if you guys, they were wanting to see if we would move forward with trying to get that paved.
For lives, yeah, big difference.
Yeah. But if we went in for community crossing funding on that, we wouldn't be able to move forward on any of that
Right.
until we,
Well, at least we have matching money, but I don't know the condition of it. My opinion is,
Well, we wanna get it done before school starts, if possible.
well, that's gonna be reasonable, maybe get on some of the people's schedules too, at this point. You're only talking a week and a half, 2 weeks.
What did I say, 2 weeks?
I think it's July 20-something, I think.
Oh,
school
wow.
goes
Yeah.
back. So I don't think that's gonna
No, I
be
don't.
a realistic goal. But that's my opinion, but the last patch job we got from Temple is not good. Rick Cutter's not happy with it, so I don't know that that's something that we wanna consider again. It's sinking again, so. Just, I'll say it out loud.
Yeah.
So we need to look at it ourselves, is the bottom line, determine what we can and will do.
okay. So do you guys wanna wait and put this with the community crossing?
That's fine.
I'm fine with that, but I don't know the condition of the
Yeah.
school. I don't,
Yeah.
this is the first we've heard of it, just today. so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he gave it to me because they'd gotten a bunch of quotes and then they realized that it wasn't there, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and this is over a month ago, so so this is the first time seeing it, so I think we really have to look at that a little bit more clearly to understand what's our responsibility.
Okay,
The street obviously is, but
right.
the extent of the repairs.
Well, the West Street is owned by the school over there, once you get across the trail. So, but, yeah. But, I mean, the alleyway's ours, yeah.
Okay, so that's another question I had, because we've got cones up there, so that's their repair to make on that storm drain,
On up?
right there. I'm sitting here looking at, there's cones.
Yeah.
The erosion
Yeah.
blew out that
Yeah,
drain.
that's on them.
That's on them, okay.
From the alley on up is there. We
Okay.
turned that whole street over to them about 6 or 7 years ago.
So it's been vacated then?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think we just have to look at it, in my opinion,
Okay.
one vote.
Okay, and then the last thing I have that I'll be talking about is, you'll see this ACH authorization form. Faith said that there was just a couple of individuals that wanted to do ACH, and so we needed a form for them to fill out. But the only thing, she's up at classes, and the only thing that she was talking to other clerk treasurers about that she wanted you guys' feedback on was, do we need to add something like consequences if it's automatically drafted and it bounces? They don't have the funds there.
Oh, like
Do
an
we attach a
overdraft
fee? Do we attach a fee, and how many attempts do we do? Do we do just 2 attempts? And if 2 attempts don't work and they have issues with it and they consistently have issues with it, how many times do we give them, and did we not offer that to them if they do that at one point? So do we have that all in the form?
I mean, as town attorney, I'd recommend, if there's gonna be an overdraft fee, I'd recommend explicitly putting it on the form.
For sure.
But that's up to you all what the amount is, so.
What would the, does she
Some
have
banks-
recommendation?
Some banks do like $25, $30, I think, for overdraft, but
Yeah, I mean, usually I think it's 25 that I've seen from
yeah,
towns.
you
but-
want it to be high enough that people
keep money.
actually care,
Right, right.
so.
Yeah, so at this point, do we just wanna table that and not even address it this month? Cause it's an incomplete form.
Right, well, I mean, if you guys wanted to approve it with additions too, and then I just put the additions in, or what do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, if the council wants to approve it subject to adding overdraft language to it, then they can make a motion approving it with those revisions. So
Okay.
that way it doesn't have to go back to the council in a month.
That way we can get it done.
You okay with that? Make that motion.
That's happy.
And do we just wanna give them just like 2 attempts, or do we even put that, or?
I mean, if Faith's been doing all the research, hopefully she's got some input to tell
Okay,
us.
well, that was one of her things that she was saying, but.
Like if she's got
yeah.
her contact center to do it, obviously somebody's doing it, and what are
Right.
they doing, and we can just borrow their process, would be my opinion.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's not all I have.
Well, guess we'll stand adjourned until 3:30.